When the gavel falls, justice echoes, but sometimes it comes with unexpected turns of events. David Paradiso was apprehended on charges of murder and kidnapping. With a history of over 3 years in state prisons as an adult and previous time served in a California Youth Authority prison. Among his offenses were vandalism, as well as charges related to drugs and alcohol. In a Stockton courtroom, David, accused of killing his girlfriend, met a fatal end when a police detective shot him. The incident occurred after he launched an attack on San Joaquin County Superior Court Judge Cinda Fox, who was presiding over his murder trial. David Paradiso was testifying when his mother, visibly upset, left the courtroom. Following her departure, Fox called for a recess. During this break, as jurors exited,
and that's when he pulled this object out of his pocket, looked around, and then he was no more than 40 feet from the judge to her right rear, and then began to attack her.
David left the witness stand and approached the judge from behind, wielding an unidentified cutting instrument. Eric Bradley, a detective with the Lodi Police for 8 years and the main investigator in Paradiso's case, used his gun to stop David. He shot and killed David at that time. Afterward, David was placed on administrative leave during the investigation of this incident. David attacked the judge, hitting and possibly stabbing her before bailiffs intervened to assist. Shots were fired amidst the chaos. Fox, with a bandage on her left arm, was carried out of the courthouse on a stretcher. She reassured reporters, "I'm okay," before being taken to a hospital. Following the incident, the courthouse was locked down for safety reasons. Once the building was secured, people were permitted to leave. David Paradiso's mother, Deborah, expressed anger as she left the courthouse. She told CBS 13 that she had previously alerted authorities about David's potential for violence. Buckle up your seatbelts for this gangster. His horrifying crimes and death will leave you speechless. Aku Yadav was notorious for his involvement in various criminal activities. Born around 1971 or 1972, Aku hailed from the Katsurba Nagar slum, where he grew up. Operating within this environment, he engaged in a range of illicit pursuits, including robbery, home invasions, kidnappings, murders, and extortion. His activities were centered in the slum, a hub for numerous criminal elements and rival gangs. Aku Yadav led a group of criminals who ran things in the Katsurba Nagar slum. He and his gang built a small empire through their crimes. Aku was known for threatening to hurt anyone who tried to stop him, even saying he would them. Now, let's move toward the incident when fate turned against him. Aku's associates went to Ranta Dungiri's house to demand money, causing havoc by breaking her furniture and threatening her family. Later, Usha Narane came and told Dungiri to go to the police, but Dungiri didn't do this, so Naranye went to the police and told them what happened. The police told Aku about the complaint. Aku and his friends went to Naranye's house and surrounded it. Aku had a bottle of acid and shouted through the door that he wouldn't hurt Naranye if she took back the complaint, but Naranye locked the door and refused to give up. She called the police, but they didn't show up despite promising they would. Aku kept hitting the door and threatening her. Aku and his friends tried to break the door, so Naranye turned on the gas from the cylinder she used for cooking and lit a match. She warned that she would blow them all up if they got in. After that, they left Naranye alone. The neighbors found out what Aku did and got mad. They gathered on the streets with sticks and rocks. They threw rocks at Aku's friends. Aku's friends saw the angry crowd and ran away. On August 6, 2004, a group went to Aku's house and set it on fire. Aku got scared for his life and asked the police for help. They took him into custody on August 7, 2004 to keep him safe. After the police took Aku into custody, they planned to have a court hearing on August 13, 2004 in Nagpur District Court, India. They planned to release Naranye after things calmed down. The court hearing was scheduled to take place far away in the center of Nagpur. He was attacked by a group of 200 to 400 women who marched to the courthouse. They stabbed him multiple times and threw chili powder and stones at his face. They even aimed chili powder at the police officers who were guarding him. The police officers, frightened by the situation, fled from the scene. This all unfolded on the shiny floor of courtroom number 7 at the Nagpur District Court. While attacked, Aku begged forgiveness. The women kept stabbing him with their knives, passing them around so each could stab him at least once. In 15 minutes, Aku died. The mob kept attacking his body even after he was dead. Finally, let's shift the attention towards another notorious gangster, Slobodan Prajalak, who was found guilty of several serious crimes, including killing people on purpose, deporting civilians unlawfully, cruelly treating them, and destroying their property without any good reason during wartime. Treating people inhumanely, making them work unlawfully, damaging religious or educational places on purpose, stealing public or private property, attacking civilians unlawfully, and causing terror to civilians. Persecuting people because of their political, racial, or religious beliefs, murdering them, deporting them, imprisoning them, and subjecting them to inhumane treatment. The trial commenced on April 26, 2006. By May 29, 2013, the trial chamber rendered a verdict sentencing him to 20 years in prison, considering time served. Following this, on June 28, 2013, Praljak appealed. The ICTY court concluded on November 29, 2017, affirming his guilt, with certain aspects of the conviction overturned. However, the original 20-year sentence remained unchanged. And that's not all. On November 29, 2017, during a court session where his appeal was being decided, Praljak spoke to the judges, saying he wasn't a war criminal and rejecting their decision.
Stop, please.
After that, he drank something he claimed was It caused the judge in charge to stop the proceedings.
We suspend, please, the curtains.
Praljak was taken to the hospital, but he died. Later, his body was cremated in a private ceremony in Zagreb. A preliminary examination found that Praljak had poisoned with potassium cyanide, leading to heart failure. Praljak's lawyer, Nika Pinter, suggested he might have ended because he couldn't handle being declared guilty as a war criminal and that he might have been considering it for a while.
But he doesn't want to be a war criminal because he was not a war criminal.
And that wraps up today's video. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this.